The third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Start on the ground with Duke Watson. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Iamaleava. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Trying to establish the run. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sideline.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. And he gets it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Snags it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. A handoff for Watson. Stopped right there. And they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. Play action, Iamaleava. Caught. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on fourth.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
RPO complete. He got nothing on the quick completion. What a reaction by this defense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The give. Breaks into the open. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Gives it to the back on the draw. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Flips it out to the back. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Russell. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Iamaleava. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Balls in the deep ball. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Scanning the field is Iamaleava. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Time that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Russell unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Lets it fly. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Making the adjustment on the play. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the outside. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
right back to it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Working the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Imaliava. Moves to his right. He wants it all. Touchdown ball. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Look out! They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Finds his target, and he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Fires quickly.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Powers through the defender. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They're all over it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Now here's Russell, looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Motion from the wide receiver. Russell on play action. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown Tide!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Escapes the pressure to his right. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Watson. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Iamaleava under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, here's Watson. He's got the first down. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, you'll have to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's the Tigers looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here comes that Alabama offense. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. Keelan Russell finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Working that left side now. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Second and long here. It'll be a draw. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level.
A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion, putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like,
makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Throwing Russell. Reels it in. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
and how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Here's a give to Watson.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Iamaleava. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. He's changing the play. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll go with Watson. Dragged not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Rushes on. Makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Left side is Matthews. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a 1st down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Wide receiver going in motion. Russell fires to the wideout. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Unleashes one. Caught. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
What a way for this quarter to end. Final play, 4th and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he makes the extra point. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after 1 as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Number 89, set to kick this one.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Watson. Got the first down. Powers through. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Iamaleava. He slings it deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Shoots it to the left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They'll give it to Watson. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
They'll move the tight end. Keelan Russell. Keeping his eyes downfield.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Complete. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Throwing Russell. Got his man. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Still looking to his right. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a... There, scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And at this point on the field, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Russell from the gun on third down. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Watson.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. From deep, it's Algier. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. They give it back to him. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a gift to Watson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava looking for a big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Black 14, black 14.
making the adjustment. Fourth down, Iamaleava. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Handoff to the single back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
From the gun. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's Memphis looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset